Hi folks, well, times are tough, no hockey at the moment anywhere. I mean, what can you do? You can't get out in the field and beat the crap out of a ball, so what else are we going to do? Well, fortunately, I found something that can be done. Let's cut something up, eh? So today I've managed to get a hold of a Ritual hockey stick. Unfortunately, it's missing the head. So the head snapped off during play somewhere, but we do actually have a stick here, so we'll strip this binding off the handle, find out what's underneath, and then we'll start chopping up the rest of it and have a look and see what's inside. So let's get started. Of course, the first thing we've got to do is start to strip back this tape that's been bound on pretty solidly. And it looks like we've had a grip put on top of another grip. That's the non-slip grip, which you can see there, and underneath this black one is probably the original. Looks like the end cap is actually pulled off there, but that's okay. I'll deal with that in a second. And underneath this grip, we'll find another grip, a bit of blue grip. Oh. So this has been bound 3 times. Anyway, now we're getting back to the bare bones of the stick itself. That's pretty well all we've got there. Let's have a look at this. A little bit of blue tape to get the end of that off. A little bit of masking tape here, but that's nothing really. Alright, I'll hold that up to the camera and give you a look at the credentials of the stick. So this is a Ritual Velocity 95 Origin series, as you can see there. And those credentials, Ritual date 12/16, Compo T, that's obviously composite, mould R2, and there's a little R2 sort of engraved just there by my finger as well, besides being on that sticker that's shown there. And that's the other side of the stick, that's the rounded side, just for the sake of giving you the full detail. Well, I've got my protective glasses on, as you can see, and ready to rock and roll, so let's start cutting up and see what we've got inside this thing. Okay, well, here we have it. This is the stick all cut up into pieces. That's where the head is supposed to be, and these are the individual parts coming up to the round handle of the stick, which is just laying there, and that's the end cap sitting upright at the end. Okay, well, let's go piece by piece and see what the construction is on the inside of this thing. So that's what was the head, and you see the first section inside, there's a central web there. The next piece along, same thing, central web all the way through, nothing much different about that. And then progressing through, this is basically the same again. Next section, the walls are getting thicker as we go along, as you can see. And now this is where we're transitioning from the blade of the stick into the handle. Now we've gotten down to the actual round section of the handle, and you can see that there's a lot more thickness in the wall there, and this is the top section of the handle, see if you can see all the way through there or not, and that's where the end cap goes on the end there. So from the part that attaches to the head of the stick, you can see the construction there, and this is the rounded handle section here, and again you can see the thickness of the wall and the handle is a lot thicker than the thickness of the wall at the head of the stick. So that gives us a little bit of a clue. So that's the Ritual, which was quite a pleasure. I haven't seen the inside of a Ritual before. Not a whole lot different than many of the other sticks, and no doubt it will come down to the composition of the actual material, but they haven't given us any indication of what that actually is on this stick. Sometimes when we take off the binding on the handle, it actually will tell you what percentage of carbon fibre or whatever else they've used in the stick, but in this instance no. So at least we've got something to do while COVID-19 is attacking us, or not attacking us, hopefully, thankfully. See you all on the hockey field sometime soon. Be good.